Hey guys, welcome back to another review. Today we have the awesome Hulkbuster quarter scale from XM Studios. I know I say awesome to almost all of their statues, but this one takes the cake. Top of the food chain, we're talking about the T-Rex of statues. And I know I always ask, is this the greatest statues ever made? You don't know until you keep watching. Now, this thing is too awesome. This is probably going to be my longest review until I get some other ones in. But anyway, stay tuned. And as usual, we will go back to the beginning for a semi unboxing just to see what it's like. And let me warn you, this thing comes in two heavy boxes. I'll do the assembly for you, and you will not be disappointed. This is probably the greatest single statue. I'm not talking about diorama. Single statue ever made. Okay, so stay tuned, and I know you will not be disappointed. However, just to warn you, there are a couple pitfalls that I ran into, and but still, this is the greatest statue ever made. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, guys. I used to think the Namor from XM is the largest, statues that I got. Big and heavy box, but the Hulkbuster takes the cake on this one. As you can see, I'm not doing the unboxing again. I have to bring it all back down to the basement, take everything apart, and then bring everything back down. So I don't want to reassemble to, disassemble it. But you do get this huge box. This box consists of that piece right there and this one. Okay, so that's the Ironman. That's the bottom piece, and then the top piece is the Hulkbuster. Okay, and then the other box is this one with the base and some miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so you get two boxes. So imagine getting that monstrosity. It's heavy already, and then you get that monstrosity. Okay, so two boxes, shipping is quite expensive. They're bulky and heavy, but let me show you what the box looks like. It's got the info about the creative team, and as you can see, it's done by the Kucherik brothers. I did a research online. They're pretty well known, but there's like no picture of them. It's kind of weird. It's like they're phantom sculptors. Nobody's ever seen them before, and I guess back in the days there were rumors that the Kucherik brothers were actually Randy Bowen. He's just taken the name to do some work without attaching his name. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, man, that's just crazy. But anyway, so on the other side you have that's what the statue would look like once you assemble it. And then you have a little synopsis. And it's the same thing on the smaller box, as you can see on the side. Okay, so taking it back, you get those two boxes. Okay, and then let's start assembling it. What I'll do is I'll assemble the Iron Man first, just to give you a 360, because once I put the base, the base is heavy. I think it may even be heavier than the octopus. But anyway, once I put it on the carousel, there's no taking it off until I disassemble it. I guess you carry upstairs for display. Okay, so let's get the Iron Man in first, and then we'll do the whole assembly. Before we start assembling, let's see what else comes in the package. You get, as usual, the art print. Let me take it out for you guys to see. So you get the Iron Man coming out of the Hulkbuster. So that's really nice. And then of course it comes with the jacket, and then of course the assembling handbook. That's always good to know, because this piece looks like it's really complicated to assemble. So you get the pride and joy, and then this is every company should do this. Okay, so like I said before, the smaller box, if you can call it small, come with this piece. Okay, and then the larger box has this on the bottom, and then this on top. But they do one, assembling handbook for you to see. Okay, and then when you put it back, these little small things, I guess they could be problematic trying to remember where to put it back. And then let's see the next page. And then of course this one's light up, but I was kind of disappointed with the light up, and I'll get to that when I finish assembling it. And then they tell you the steps, I guess, to assemble it, and you should follow directions because sometimes they're a little bit complicated, like Ghost Rider, which I need to read directions more. Let's see. Okay, I think that's one. Oh, nice and thick, cardboard, so it's nice. Okay, so and then a bunch of attachments, and then you can put the Iron Man in. I'm going to do the opposite. I am going to do the Iron Man first, because this carousel that I have that I just purchased, once I put that heavy base on, there's no moving it off. Okay, so we'll do the Iron Man first, and then we'll do the base. And then you have some other goodies, and then that's what we're gonna get when it's done. Okay. And then you get some instructions which you can read. And then this is always good, to tell you what you should do or shouldn't do, and then you can register your product. Okay. So that's only important if you buy a second-hand statue. Somebody should give you like the first and the fourth set of numbers, and then you can verify with XM. Okay, and then it's blank, and then nothing. Okay, so let's get the Iron Man on our setup, and then we'll do the Hulkbuster. Okay, so before I start, just a quick mention. I did get this new carousel. If you see my video, I got the one that you put the plant on, and during the filming of Namor, the XM Studios statue, the thing actually broke. Okay, so this one I got, it's actually used for TV mounting, so you can put a TV on here and then you can spin it, and they say it's rated up to I think 250 pounds, so we should be good to go, because the base and the whole Hulkbuster Iron Man, man, that thing weighs like combined it's over 100 pounds. It's ridiculous. So this thing should be able to take it. Okay. So if you guys are curious, I got this from online. You can just search for it. So let's see how it functions. Hopefully it won't break. All right, so let's get started. Guys, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you the Iron Man, because this is so much easier to show you. And then we'll do the Hulkbuster. Okay, so this is the Iron Man base. It looks, well, it's got a one pegger, so we're gonna mount Iron Man in there, and it looks like it's some construction area with your bricks and your I-beams and stuff like that, and it looks like some rocks. So I'm gonna assume maybe New York City or something like that. So it's just generic rocks, nothing special here. Okay, and this is just our not plastic, polystone. Okay, so let's get the Iron Man on. Okay guys, this is the Iron Man. Before putting it on the base, I just wanted you guys to take a closer look. As usual, the paint app on XM's Iron Man is exquisite. As you can see, it's candy red. It's almost like getting a Ferrari or something, with the candy red color. And it's a one piece, so the head is not removable. And I do have an issue with that, and I'll get to it when we go to the scorecard. So the only thing you're gonna do is put it on the base, and then attach the two arms. That's it. It doesn't look like it's not much, because this is, remember, the title is Hulkbuster, not Iron Man. Okay, but as you can see, I mean, this thing, I don't know, it's captured on the video, but it's very shiny. It's really nice. XM is, they have good paint job and everything. A closer look at the head. But man, the Iron Mans are exquisite, every one of them. The paint, it's awesome. Okay, so all we're gonna do is, it's a one pegger. So all we're gonna do is attach it to that. And this should glide in gently, and the other one goes on there. And voila. So this thing, this carousel, it just makes a lot of noise. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it. Okay, so I'll give you a 360 and then, I gotta go grab the arms. Okay guys, so we have Iron Man's left arm. Paint job is still exquisite. Very shiny, and then you see here it's some form of, I guess it would be lit up in the movie or comic book. But it's really nice. It's like not see-through, but some form of crystal type. So this is very exquisitely done, and same thing with that. Okay, so all we're gonna do is just, of course, nowadays it's all magnetized. So we're just gonna spin it, and then you get that. Okay, and then this one, his arm will be coming out, as you can see, right there. I do like these attention to details, and just not painted on. Okay, and with this one, I'm gonna spin it this way. And strong enough magnet. Okay, so there you have it. And let's do a quick 360. Let me see. Yeah. So you can display this by itself, and it's okay. It takes virtually no space at all, as you can see. So it's like you're getting two statues, and I'll get to that as we get to the end. Okay. And I'm sure you can hear the noise. So it's not as smooth as the other one, because it's actually marble. My other carousel, this one's plastic. It's got ball bearings, but it's not going to be as silent. Okay, and then let's go back the other way. Man, one of these days I'm going to get a automated one. So I can just push the remote control and it'll go. Okay, so let me give you a closer look on the Iron Man. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's have a closer look at the Iron Man. Alright, so as you can see, like I said before, the candy red is really, really nice on this. Okay, and then I think this is some form of extremist armor. I love these. It's almost precision cut. It's really nicely sculpted by the Kucheruk brothers. Okay, and then going down, it's got nice attention to details in there. I like the boots. Okay, and then you get some details there. It's really nicely done. Okay. Hey look, he can get a bill of flathead screwdriver and undo the armor. And we have that. Overall, very nicely done. Okay, clean paint. Now, there are some, you can see some brush stroke, but that's okay. It's not going to be perfect. And this thing is just there. It doesn't light up or anything. And you get the finger. It doesn't light up. The eyes don't light up, and this thing doesn't light up either. It's kind of disappointing for something this expensive, but I'll get you that at the end. Okay, so let me take it down here. It's nicely done. I mean, this thing by itself is cool already, but if you do get the Hulkbuster with it, and then when this thing comes out of the Hulkbuster, it's also it's a win. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? The noise on this thing is a little bit annoying, but what can you do? I couldn't find one that is reasonable. This thing costs like $40, I think, so it's not bad. But as long as it holds the 100 so plus pound of this whole your combo, I'll be happy with it. Okay, so let's get the Hulkbuster base on there, and then as you can see, this thing's quite cool by itself, but that's the bonus that you get with the Hulkbuster. Alright. Okay, so the base is on. It's quite heavy. The base itself probably weighs more than 95% of the statues out there. Okay, quarter scale statue. This thing's heavy. It feels like they actually took a rock, right? And then they just sculpted into the rock instead of, making it porcelain and stuff like that. Okay? So, or polystone, whatever they're using. So you get the generic rock base. It's got a bunch of, steel beams. They're not steel, but, I'm just saying it's like steel beams. You have some form of concrete or cinder blocks. And then, of course, the Hulkbuster, it's going to go right into there. It's a one pegger, and then, it'll just fit in around there. And you get like steel rods. I'm assuming this is out of New York City. And then you get like pipes, underground pipes. So it's really well done. It's detailed, as you can see. It's not just a slab of rock. And as you can see, it fits the my new carousel perfectly. Still making noise though. So let me see. Get a zoom out. So if you're going to display this in a cabinet, good luck. This thing's heavy. I would not even put this in a Besta, because I think those shelves are rated for, like 66 pounds? This whole thing, when assembled, it's more like 120, 140 pounds. It is no joke. Okay, and then I'm assuming these, cushionings, they're for the knees or the arms. Most likely arms. Okay. And let me take it out so you can see the magnificence of this thing. So I know it's just a regular rock base, but it's very well done and detailed. Okay, so let me break out the instruction booklets, and then we'll see what's next. I'm assuming we're gonna put this, childlike underbody of the Hulkbuster. Okay. Okay, so according to the instructions, I am to take this piece of steel rod. Not really, it's not steel, it's just that part. Let's see, we're going to stick it right into that hole. Right there. Okay, so... Oh, that's extra attention to details. I guess it runs like the other rods. Like that. Okay, they didn't have to do that, but, that's why I love our XM. It's the extra attention to details. Okay, so let's get the lower half of the childlike Hulkbuster. Alright guys, when I tell you this thing weighs like a child, it is no joke. Okay, so as you can see how, that's me, right? Stepping back, that's how big this thing is. Except, you know what, it's not as fun as holding a baby, because at least a baby is soft and squishy and cute. This thing is hard. It jabs into your body. So as you can see, I'm going to attempt to put it onto the base. So I'm going to turn off the camera because I don't want this thing rolling off and landing on my foot. I got basketball to play. But anyway, so this thing is like a monstrosity. As you can see, I might have to skip the gym today. And I think I got enough lift out of assembling the statue. So let me turn off the camera. And then we will get back in a few minutes. Okay guys, the vest came off. It was cool this morning. So I'm in the basement, but it got hot trying to put this thing together. So, I'm probably going to take off the long sleeve pretty soon. But I think the worst part is over. This is it. So, my child right here. And that's only half of them. Wait till I put the other half in the Ironman. That thing's gonna be like humongous. Alright, so for size comparison, be careful with this thing. It's gonna poke you. Alright, so everything's in. That one peg right down there will hold it. And everything just slides in. And then of course you got the battery compartments here and here for, I assume, will be the light up features for the bottom of the foot. I'll get to the zoom in for you guys. So for now we'll do the 360 for this. Man, this thing is a workout. I mean, in case of fire, and I'm not gonna rescue this thing. It'll just have to die, although it's the coolest statue I've ever seen. It's just gonna have to die, man. I gotta grab my passport and my wallet and all that good stuff. Can't grab this. It's a damn shame though, Just in case of a zombie apocalypse and I gotta make for the hills, this thing's staying behind. I might grab my Gambit statue. But that's about it. Actually, I wouldn't be grabbing any statues. Okay, so let's do a close-up on this thing. And then we'll do the, the second part of this and then the Iron Man. Okay, so we're going in for a closer look. Alright, so, this is, I'm guessing once you put the second part on here, Iron Man's foot's gonna go right in there, like he's coming out of it. Okay, and let's see, we're gonna put on another pad on there. So they recommend that, but we'll do this before we put on the pad. As you can see, it's got the worn look. It's got like dust and everything, so it's a nice touch. Very nice. It's very detailed. The Kujarik brothers did a really good job on this. I wonder if they hand sculpted or digital sculpted this thing. Because they're known for, when they were doing Bowen designs, they did all hand sculpting. So just wanted to get a head up on for you. That's a light that's going to light up. That's going to light up in there. Yep. And then that's going to light up, and of course, it's down there, so we can't see that. And then that's going to light up, and that. Let me spin this into the light for you. And that's going to light up in there somewhere. Okay. So as you can see, this thing's just a badass. Ooh, the greatest statue? Oh, probably. And then, everything just fits down nicely. Okay. Oh, and when you put this on, should be careful. You want to line up the peg first, and I see a little gap right there, but I don't want to push it down too much though. Yeah, I might not be able to take it apart because I do have to take this upstairs to display. Okay. And the cool thing is, you can replace the batteries in here, but look, they have a little button. All right. So you push it. Let me show you. Okay, so you see that there are no lights, right? So keep an eye on this, okay? I'm gonna push the button. Ready? Oh, look at that. That's pretty sweet. Hey, this thing isn't coming on. Let me see. Uh-oh. Oh, do I have a malfunction here? I think I do. Shoot. What, that suck. Okay, and then on this side, let me see. Keep my eye out on those. Get that and that. Okay, so it looks like I may have a malfunction here. Oh, there it is. I guess the light bulb was a little bit, not screwed in right. So I guess let me get into the dock area and you can see. So that, you get that. And you get that. They're subtle, but really nice, okay? And then you should see something in there. And in there, okay? And I think that's it. I don't think anything else is lighting up. Oh, I wonder if that's designed that way. That's really cool. It is, or my light is malfunctioning. Well, I'm going to pretend that it's supposed to flicker like that. So I guess that's why people don't like light up feature, because when it dies, it's going to be hard to replace that. I don't know how I would replace that though. But anyway, so let me show you this. And that's a nice touch also. I guess that's his booster. Okay, and then get that light. That, and of course in there So it's kind of wasted though, because you don't really get to see that. Most of the time you see the front statue. Okay. And that's kind of wasted also, unless it's in the dark. Okay, oh look, it's still flickering. Anyway. So okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the thigh pads as instructed. Okay. Alright, so based on the instructions, the next thing we're doing is we're going to attach the thigh pads. They're just magnets, okay? You got the one there, and then one there. So right into there, hopefully they'll fit. Perfect. Here are the worn. I guess it's been, Ironman's been doing battles with something, with some other characters. So it's nicely done. 2 magnets, and we're going to just stick it in here. Just like that. Okay? So let's see if your light still functions. Oh yeah. I guess it just needed a little bit of time to get running. So I would recommend letting it run for a while. So we'll just keep it like that. Okay? So let's see what else we need to do. Okay guys, so the next piece is the upper torso. We'll put it on there. And as you can see, it's nicely done, you know, doing shipping. They did put these styrofoams in here, prevent the parts from, you know, cracking. And then that's the back, as you can see. And I think earlier, I got mine relatively late. They're still going in, you know, they're still cranking these out. So the earlier ones, people had trouble fitting it on here. So I don't know. You know, it looks like it's pretty simple. So, but I'm gonna have to turn off the camera and see if I can fit it on there. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I'll give you guys a view of how it turns out. That didn't go too bad. I guess whatever they did, it's a lot easier now. So I just slipped it on there, and then it just stuck. You know, so let me give you a 360 for that. It's pretty seamless. Of course, this is armor, so any gap is like that's part of the armor. So that's pretty slick, right? Man, this thing is huge. As you can see, look, I'm standing next to it, right? It's a freaking child. Probably weighs more too, but not as cute or cuddly or squishy. Okay, so based on the instructions, next thing we're going to do is attach this bad boy. The left arm, it's also light up. Where's the light up feature? I'm guessing there, so we're going to hit that button and see. Yep, there it is. Okay, so all we're going to do is, there are 2, you know, softy thing here, and then it's just going to go down like that. So I wonder how am I going to do this. Huh, okay. Oh, you know what, I think I'm going to go knuckle first, and then we'll stick it in there. You know what, guys? I cannot get it to fit. Let me see. Oh, you know why? Because I'm doing it wrong. The heck? No, I'm doing it right. You know what? Let me figure this out. We'll come back. Okay, guys. So I tried to fit it in. As you can see, there's a huge gap right there. Let me see. Let me zoom in for you guys. Right there, as you can see. That's a huge cap right there. So this is my first poorly fitted XM piece. I'm very disappointed given the cost of this piece. As you can see from the instructions, see there's some gap, but not as big as this. And no matter what I try, it will not fit in there. Okay. So that's very disappointed to have this happen. So I don't think it will compromise the integrity of the piece, but still, you know, no matter what I try, they tell you to lift this secondary piece up a little, and then it will not fit, and then there's a gap down there too. Okay, so other than that, let's see if it compromises anything. So we've got the left arm now. It's also light up. So let me see, I'm going to turn it on. Oh, you know what? Oh, damn it. From the factory, they had this thing on, so the battery's dead. Okay, great. Thanks, XM. So battery's dead. Now I have to go and buy some freaking hard to find battery. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna attach it in here. Hopefully this one will fit in correctly. Because if this falls off, okay. So we've got it like that. Okay, and this gap, I just can't overlook this. I cannot force it in anymore. So it's just gonna use like this part. It's poorly done basically. That's very disappointing from XM. I expect this from another company, but not XM. Okay, so there are shoulder pads that we can attach, and let's see if it, can hide it. And dead battery, because it was already, the knob up here, it was already, I guess, on, so I'm guessing the battery is dead. So they really need to pay attention at the factory when they do this. Okay, so next order is to attach the two shoulder pads. Alright, I'm sorry guys. We're not attaching the shoulder pads, we're attaching the forearm guards. Okay, so all we're going to do is stick it into here. Pretty simple. And over here, we're just going to stick it up here. Ooh, this thing's pretty heavy, so when you do this, if you get it, you want to make sure that it sticks in there. Okay, so looking better. This thing is a little bit loose, but that's okay. Alright, and I'm guessing the instruction will tell me I'm actually following the instructions. Oh, here we go. Shoulder pads. Okay, so we got these three. We're going to do the shoulder pads next. Okay, so the next thing we're doing is actually the left and right shoulder pad. So it's got magnets, so let's see if it covers up that nasty gap. I'm very disappointed in this, especially with the XM. So we're doing the gap right there. So as you can see, there's still a gap, okay? So I don't like this. I don't think it compromises the integrity, but still, this thing should not escape the factory. And then the other one, we're gonna just attach it up here, like so. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's do a quick spin. Yeah, the carousel is getting its workout, but it's been good so far. Rated for up to 250. So this thing should weigh maybe 120-ish pounds. Okay, so let's see what the instruction says next. As you can see, there is a gap there, but I think it should be fine. I'm still ticked off though that they let that kind of QC escape from the factory. Okay, let's see what else is up next. Alright guys, so the next thing we're doing is attaching these two, I guess battery, turbines, whatever. And they do come light up, so I'm going to turn it on, okay? There it is. It's very subtle, so you may not notice it, but it's on. It's pulsating. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one you place. So where am I placing this one? They're both the same. So that's all you're doing right there. Oh. Okay, so I've attached the thing right there. And let's go around. And then with this one, we can turn it on. As you can see, and it's also on top. Okay. So we're just going to place it, where the hell am I placing this? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is pulsating. Alright, and then we're just going to attach these two. And I hope I'm doing them right. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. Because they're just sticking up like crazy. Okay, I'm going to pretend that's it. Alright, so with the first display, I'm going to displace it with the Hulkbuster head on it. And I would remove that and I will put the Ironman in. Part 16, we're going to place it right in front like that. Okay, so it's got the front light up and the eyes should be lit up. Okay, so if you look at the back, that part will light up the front arc reactor, I guess. And then those eyes will do that. Let's see if these things actually work. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. Oh, look at that. It sort of works. Oh, here we go. And then let's see if the eyes light up. Yep, so we're good. So I will now attempt to place it into that thing. Okay, and then let me turn off the camera. I want to do this right. I think I'm doing it right. Guys, so the bad boy's in lit up eyes. Arc reactor, can't see crap. So, because, I got sunlight. So let's do a 360 and then we'll do a closer look. And, my best buddy now. It's like, having your own child. There's only 999 other children, just like this one. Okay? So, as you can see, this is a scale of how big this thing is. It's like getting your own robot, man. So if you ever, if they ever build one of these, I'd definitely buy a robot. I mean, come on, Sony, I know you can do it. Alright, so anyway, so let's do a 360. And I think I got everything on there. Okay, this thing's still good. It's really nice. I mean, as a standalone piece, it's already awesome. Okay, and then they just go over the top with the Ironman. This thing's a little bit noisy, but it's still holding. Okay. It's really nicely done. Have I mentioned that? Other than this crap, fit and finish right in the gap, it's gonna have to take a huge score hit. Oh, see, now it's loose. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I don't have very much confidence in this thing. It's gonna fall out one of these days. Oh, look. Oh, jeez. Alright, Sam, that's very disappointing. It's not even fitting in there, man. This thing's just terrible. Alright. So I might have to put like some cushioning down here, just in case. Because I'm afraid this thing's going to fall out or something. Alright, so let's go back the other way. And then we'll get a closer look. Man, this thing's huge. I would not be carrying this around. Okay, so let's have a closer look, and then we'll do the Ironman that's separate, and then we'll do how am I going to fit the Ironman on here? Well, you know what, guys? I did not plan this out too well. I'm not going to be able to fit the Ironman on here. Oh well. I'll have fun pushing it around. So let me get you guys a closer look. Alright, guys, let's have a closer look at this puppy. Oh, it's so huge. Okay, so I was able to move it back some, but due to the spinning nature, I was only able to get it as far back without it, hitting the wall right there. Okay, so let's start from the back, and then we'll go to the front. As you've seen earlier, it's got the dirt and the worn. I turned off the lights for now. One of my batteries is dead. Another mine is for QC on XM's part. I know it's a huge undertaking, but still you gotta make sure that the fit and finish The finish I don't have a problem with. The finish, the fit. Okay, so that's with the Ocre. I guess some power cells. It pulsates, so as you can see, it's really nice. Okay, and then let's get the pads. This arm is okay. I don't have any problems. I don't think it'll fall off. Like 3 fingers. Oh, and a thumb, of course. It's been through, you know, I guess war. And then this thing lights up, which is nice. And then the eyes, very nicely done. I love light ups, except when they don't work. Well, at least my bulbs are not okay. It's just that the batteries came dead on one of them. Okay, so this alone would already be worth it. However, you do get the Ironman, which will get you that. Okay, and then let's go in. What is this? Oh, styrofoam. Then you go. Part of the accessories. Okay. Man, I hate to have... Well, I don't live in an earthquake zone. But if you do, you should put this on the lower part. Because if this falls off, it can seriously hurt somebody. Okay, let me get back some. And you guys can see bottom up. It's really, really nicely done. Can't believe this. They actually made this. Okay. I think we can use without that, but just be careful you don't get jabbed. Okay, and then I'm gonna give you this view. Very nice. Good paint job. Can't really complain much about this, other than a couple of things, but alright, so let me try to put Ironman somewhere in here because I don't really... you know what? I need like a wide table, not this round table. I'll work on that next time. Okay, so let's put the Ironman on and see the combo. Alright, so we have the Ironman and Hulkbuster combo. Okay, sorry guys, I would love to put it side to side, but it is not possible because my table, as you can see, it's not going to accommodate that. And as you can see, the how big the pieces are with the you know, according, compared to the table. Okay. So as you can see, that's pretty cool. Man, I can't believe this was actually made. But this is a very versatile piece. You have about, I guess, 4 different displays. You know, you can do just the Hulkbuster. You can do just the Ironman, that's 2. You can do this combination, that's 3, right? You can move Ironman around, so it's not fixed. And then you also have the Ironman come out, the Hulkbuster, which I would do for you guys. As soon as I get some more, you know, 180, or not quite 360. As you can see. Okay, so let's get the Ironman coming out of the Hulkbuster. Oh, I can't wait for that. Okay, so and you know, you can move Ironman around, like for example, if you don't like that view, you can do something like that. So you know, Ironman's going to his left, Hulkbuster's watching his right. Okay, so that will work. While the display isn't infinite, you do get really nice versatility in the display. So you can go something like this. Okay. Alright, so let's go read the directions and see if we can do the Ironman coming out the Hulkbuster. Okay, so according to the instructions, if we want to do the Ironman inside coming out the iron armor, we've got this. Okay, so another battery one. So I'm gonna activate it, so you can see the eyes. It's like, it's been damaged, so it's doing that squiggly thing. So that's pretty good. Hey, well, you can barely see it. Turn it on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so all we're doing to do is attach these two back here like so. And I think that's all it is. I don't know if it'll go any deeper. There's a lot of mysteries surrounding this setup, because you don't know how deep you should have it. I guess that's it. Okay. So next things we're gonna do, let me see. Okay guys, so I've got this on there, and then what we're gonna do now is attach this, like hook it in, and we're gonna hook this one in to the other side. Okay, so let me turn off the camera. Let me see how this will fit. I think I may have another fitting problem, which is 2 now XM. Okay guys, so the next step we're doing is we're attaching the chest plates. So normally it would be like this, right? And then it opens up so the Ironman can step out. So all we're gonna do is stick it in like so. Okay. And then looks like it's a busted. I guess he's been in a fight with the Hulk. And then all we're gonna do is this magnet. So we're just gonna stick it in like that. Okay, so before we're doing this, we're gonna attach the Ironman. Oh, and I got these 2 things. I couldn't figure out what the heck they were for, but I finally figured out there's not really good explicit instructions. So what they're for is, darn it. This arm keeps coming off, man. It's getting really annoying. Yeah, I'm afraid it's gonna fall off one of these days. So I think you need to put like cushioning down here in order for the arm to stay up. That's really poor quality control on XM's part. Okay. So as you can see, the arc reactor right there, right? So all you're gonna do is stick this puppy in there. That's it. And then this other one, if you spin it around right here, and then you're just gonna put it up in there. And that's about it. Okay, so let's get the Ironman, and I will attempt to put him in. I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright guys, so I've got the Ironman out of the base. Okay, so all we're gonna do is, I believe it's got like the 1 peg in there. I don't know if you can see that. So we're just gonna stick the Ironman in there. What I would recommend is removing his arms, so it'll be easier to, put him in. So let me turn off the camera, and I'll turn it back on as soon as I'm able to fit the Ironman in. Guys, that was painless. Ironman's in. It's supported by this piece, so I don't know how long that's gonna last. But look at the arm in there, and we got this puppy going forward. Okay, and then the last piece, the arc reactor, we'll put it in. Oop, there. All right. So. Now this piece is kind of high, so let me adjust the camera to get you a 360 on this. Okay guys, it's 360 time with the Ironman coming out of the Hulkbuster. Okay, so one word of cautions when you're doing this, do not touch this arm. It keeps coming loose because the connection between the bottom here and that, it needs to be elevated. So that's what I've done. So you're gonna need a thin piece of foam or something underneath that. Okay, so don't touch this because it can fall off on you. Okay, so we're doing 360. As you can see, this piece is massive. It's an understatement of the year. And I tell you this thing is humongous and it's heavy to boot. That's why it comes in 2 boxes. Okay, and as you can see, it's very detailed. That's the money shot right there. This would pop out more if somehow the Ironman is a different color than the Hulkbuster. But, that's what we've got. So maybe if he's in his red, white, and blue armor or something, that would be cool. Or the stealth armor. It would pop more than the, all candy red and the yellow. Ooh, it's getting hard to turn. Okay, so as you can see, I'm very impressed with this piece, other than one issue that I have, or actually I have 2 issues, one minor and one major. Damn, this thing keeps poking me. Okay, so let's go in for a closer look, and actually, you know what, let me get you a different angle of it. You know what, we'll do a closer look, and then we'll do the final score. Okay guys, so everything's set up. We will now do the scorecard. So we can start out. That's the money shot right there. So awesome. Anyway, so we'll start out with the first category we have is sculpting. Okay, as you can see, not because it's sculpted by the Kucheric brothers, but they are awesome. But the sculpting is generally awesome. The Hulkbuster, there's like so many details. You got that, and it's underneath the armor. You can see it's been probably in a battle with the Hulk or whatever, right? And then you got like a lot of details. You have panels, and then you got it's just, even the rock base is good. With sculpting, I just cannot find anything wrong with this piece. It's just upon first look, you just fall in love with this piece, right? Oh, fist is coming out at you. So, and the Iron Man, as you can see with the Extremist armor, everything's just done well. There's a lot of details as expected from a quarter scale. So for sculpting, I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. It's undisputed, as you can see. It's just massive undertaking. Okay, so 10 out of 10. I don't have anything else to say other than that. And as you can see, there's a lot of details within the Hulk armor itself. And then, you got these things. That's attention to details where, the mask would come forward, or the helmet. Okay. The next category we have is fit and finish. This just means that it's not just the paint app. However, it's also, how it fits together, if there's any gaps. Some gaps are, it's okay. Like the bottom foot gap. If there's a little bit of it, it's not noticeable. So I can overlook that. However, this one has one huge issue. And I guess it's more like 1.5 huge issue. One huge issue and one minor issue. That's correctable. The other one is not. Okay, so the fit and finish. Well, let's start with the paint. Okay, so the paint, because this is a worn or a battle, piece. As you can see, it's okay. There's no you know, it's off a little bit. Now it's battle damage, whatever, right? So it's designed that way, so we're good. However, as I have said, as you look at that, you see this gap right here? That is huge, okay? That, from XM's picture, let me zoom in for you. It does not look like that, okay? That's a big, huge gap. That's a fitting issue, and it does compromise the integrity of this piece, because this thing, you know, if you touch it, it's gonna fall out, and it can potentially fall off and damage this whole piece, okay? Fortunately, this statue does not need this piece for stability, but it could just come off on you anytime. So I figured that out, that down here, you need to push it in this way so that will fit up there. As you can see, hold on, let me see if I can jiggle. See, it should be like that, okay? But because you can see the gap down there, see how it'll slide down? So that's why you get that. And then if I push it up, it's supposed to be like that. Okay, actually it should be less gap. So one way to rectify this is if you, let me spin it slowly over here. If you put something like some piece of thick paper or tissue, like, you know, cushion it or foam underneath this, so when you fit it up into that, there'll be less gap. Okay, but the problem is if you put too much foam, how are you gonna, you know, you have to go underneath this and then up. Okay, so that's the other issue. And then my other one is, as you can see, the light up works, right? So it's fine, it's really cool. So I can get the top down for you. And then this thing pulsates, as you can see, so that's cool. Let me spin this around. This one also pulsates, which is really cool. And then you see the eyes on there. And then moving around, you get lighting there. And then lighting there. Okay. And then that's lit up. You just can't see it because it's during the daytime. And then that one's lit up straight ahead. And then it's minor, but it's, you know, it adds value to the piece. Although it's all the way in the back, so I don't know how much value that would add. And then as you can see there, that's lit up. It's hard to see in the daytime. And then this thing. Sorry guys, it's hard to tell. Right there, it's supposed to be lit up. Right there, but it doesn't, because from the factory, when when I unbox this piece, underneath this, you have this. Okay, so that one was already pushed in from the factory. So I guess it took like months or so. The batteries just ran out. So, and I hope it's the batteries, not a dead bulb. So I won't know because I don't have batteries. I gotta go to the store and get it. So that's the other issue that I have. It's minor, hopefully. So from a point of perspective of fit and finish, I would have to give this, normally I would say the paint job, it's a 10 out of 10, okay? Everything fits fine except for this thing. And let me show you. That's a problem. Okay, and I know if you touch it, it'll come down, you know, come out, and this thing could fall off. Fortunately, you know, it doesn't compromise the Hulkbuster. And then, you know, Ironman fits in there perfectly, as you can see. So this is a major problem, I think. So for fit and finish, and I can't believe I'm going to say this about XM Studios, I'm going to give this like a 7 out of 10. Everything, it's fine, you know, it's the paint job's fine, except for this thing, and that's a problem. It's a minor fix, but I shouldn't have to do that, you know? That's an engineering problem. So it's probably a 1 to 2, as you can see. You should not be doing that. 1 to 2 millimeter gap. So what you can do is go underneath that and then push something in here to keep it from sliding off. See, as you can see. Ow. Now it just came off. Okay. So 7 out of 10. I'm very disappointed. And look at that gap, man. This is just horrendous. I expect better, especially the price that they're charging for this statue. So that's a no-go. Okay, so that's gonna fall off sometimes. Hopefully it doesn't fall down and break. Okay, so I'm very disappointed in that. But what can you do? All right. So our next category is art direction. This is awesome. Okay, you get like 4 different displays. This is one of them, and I think this is what most people would display it as. Okay, as you can see, this has never been done before, and anybody doing something similar to this is just a copycat. Okay, once it's done, that's it. Like the Magneto on the throne with the Sentinel's hands. Once it's done, you know, somebody's just a copycat. So I guess where was I? Art direction, right? This is awesome. You can have the Hulkbuster with, you know, you can have it in like this, right? And then Iron Man will be on the side like I showed you earlier, and it's all lit up. Or you can have this, okay? So in Iron Man's come out with the, you know, Hulkbuster armor before. It's just that it's just geniusly done. You know, you just don't see something like this before. So for art direction, it's a 10 out of 10. That's a definite. There's no disputing it. Okay, as you can see, it's just geniusly done. You know what? When I first saw the concept for this, I guess like 2-3 years ago, even maybe more than that, you just don't think something like this could happen, but XM did it, and that's why I love them for it. Okay, so our next category is source material. So that just means that how close it resembles to the source material, and this one is comic book based. So, and the cool thing, I guess the genius thing with the Iron Man is the armor changes. You know, I guess there's probably 20-30 different design, and there's variations in it. Same thing with the Hulkbuster. So if it looks like a Hulkbuster and it looks like an Iron Man, that's the extremist armor type, then I'm good for source material. So I would have to give this a 10 out of 10. Okay. And then our next category is where we up to accessories. Okay, so according to XM, this is a Hulkbuster armor. Hulkbuster statue, right? So as you've seen earlier, it alone is good already. But when you get the Iron Man, which is another full size quarter scale statue, you're not just getting it chopped off at the knee. And when I first saw the concept, I thought, oh, this Iron Man, they're just gonna attach it at the knee or something. No, what they did was it's an actual statue of the Iron Man, like you've seen before, and then you're just inserting into it. That's what's so genius about this design. Oop, it fell off again when I touched it. Oh, I gotta stop touching it. Okay, so I'm gonna rectify that. Okay, so that's the genius of it. This one, and of course you get this accessory. Ta-da! So when you put it on there, and then the Iron Man can be a separate piece. Okay, and when you get another statue as an accessory, to me it's automatically a 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna get this in a 10 out of 10 because you're getting an Iron Man as an accessory. This is not called an Iron Man statue, it's called a Hulkbuster. And then this thing is really an awesome accessory. Okay, so the although I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, you know what, let's revise it to 9.5, and I'll tell you why. Although this is a awesome accessory, getting a full-size Iron Man, and it's good, it's not just an add-on. The problem I have with this is, like I said, I know it's called the Hulkbuster and not an Iron Man statue. Iron Man doesn't light up. What the heck's with that? Look, his hand, like Sideshow, right? When they do it, the Iron Man, the hand lights up. Okay, I love that. The chest lights up. Okay, I love that. All right. So how come this Iron Man isn't lit up? I mean, at the very minimum, like you've seen the classic Iron Man that I did, I guess last year. The chest, they take the piece out, and then it's battery operated. So and then you turn it on, you stick it in. Why can't they do it like this? take this piece out, right? At least have that lit up. And then, I expect if Sideshow can do the lit up hand, then XM can do lit up hand. And then, of course, up here, it's nice. You got that. It looks like it's glowing because it's just reflecting light. Not so much that. And then that. It's nice and everything. Eyes should be lit up. Chest at minimum chest should be lit up. So the reason I'm revising it on the fly, 9.5, is the Iron Man doesn't light up. How can you have an Iron Man without it being lit up? Now I know, I said that the accessory is the Iron Man. It's nice, but if you're gonna have an Iron Man, you gotta have light up. And I love, this. Right? It's lit up, so it's just extra accessories that's not needed. That thing's pulsing. As you can see, really nice. And of course, the back is lit up. Whoops, sorry guys. It's lit up, so it's nice, But the problem I have is the Iron Man doesn't light up. So that's my only complaint. Okay, and then they made this lit up. This is an extra accessories that you can do 2 in 1. Okay, so I've revised it to 9.5. And then our final score, not an average or anything. This piece is so much, it kicks so much butt that, you know what, it's not even funny. So this piece, I want to give it a perfect 10 out of 10. It's not. I mean, there's never going to be a perfect 10 out of 10. And this thing came so close. I want it to be the first 10 out of 10. All right. You know what? I'm pretty flexible. I'm not picky, but yet, it's with XM. I love them. And I rate most of their pieces high. But it's like, they're almost there. It's like they're running this 26.5 mile marathon. They're almost there. And then the last 10 feet, they decided to go get a cup of coffee because they're thirsty and a donut. They never finished the race. And that's what's happening, with them, I feel. The execution is just like 99.99% there. And then it's like at the end, they're like, we're kind of tired. Let's have a cup of coffee and call it a day. And that's what happened with this piece. The Iron Man, it's great, right? Like I said, awesome accessories when you get a piece. This actually come off, as an extra piece. You can display it separately. The problem is, where the heck is the light up? It's an Iron Man. I know I'm beating the dead horse here. But you know what? This thing would have been like outrageous if it just lit up the chest. If they did chest, eyes, and, the hand. Oh, out of this world. But, that's what it is. So overall, I would have to give this piece I'm going to give it a 9.5 because the concept is just too badass. All right, look at it. I mean, this thing is huge. It is humongous. All right, look at it. This has never been done before. This is it. No other company is going to do this. Now, you got Sideshow. They do good stuff. And I have some of their statues. Prime One. You got Iron Studios. They do good stuff. But it's not this. Look at it. He's coming out the freaking Iron Hulkbuster armor. And look at the details within it. Okay, so 9.5 out of 10 because accessories wise, Iron Man, where are you? There's no light up. Okay, that's a big disappointment. And this thing, man, it really pisses me off. There's a huge gap right there. And it's I hope this thing doesn't fall off on me. Yeah, I'm gonna put cushioning on the bottom. So other than that, I guess I would highly recommend you try to get this. This is a once in a lifetime piece. You're probably never gonna see something like this again. Well, maybe XM will do it. Now I know they're coming out with the X-Men versus Sentinel series where you get like 6 X-Men in a diorama, 1/6 scale. That thing's gonna be huge. but I'm passing on that because it doesn't have the A-lister. And then they're also coming out with the Darkseid versus the Justice League. I'm definitely getting that because they have all 6 of the Justice Leaguers. So that's gonna be like a ton of money. So I don't know. Well, the problem is this table ain't gonna cut it. When it comes out, I'm gonna have to get a new table. But anyway, this is the greatest statue ever made. I don't think anybody will ever touch this thing. Normally it would be like the perfect statue other than this freaking thing. Alright, and then light up is done well. You can turn off the light up if you don't like it. And unfortunately, in this configuration, most people display it like say like this, so you won't get to see a lot of the light ups because it is behind. Okay, so I would recommend turning it off just to save your bulbs or something. Alright guys, sorry for rambling on. This thing took me, let's see, while doing the videos, it took me over 2 hours to assemble. Of course, if I didn't do the video, then, you know, it'd probably be quicker. But what fun is that? You know, I wanted you guys to see the assembling part, some pitfalls. And this thing was pretty hard to get in. You have to jam it down, but it works fine. And we'll just turn it off for now. Whoop, it's off. Okay, so as you can see, 2 awesome, 2 badass. Greatest statue ever, regardless of scale, until the Justice League diorama comes out. Okay, so thanks for watching, and then let me see, I think I may have the Dark Phoenix coming in. Well, not yet, but later in the year. But we'll go old school for now. And then I have to contemplate about the diorama. Can't wait. Alright, so thanks again for watching. And then I would highly recommend you go out get this. This is a highly recommended, a must-have. Okay? You do not want to pass up on this. I'm not going to tell you how much it is. If you don't know how much it costs, I want you to do some research on it. Just sit down when you actually do the research. Because the cost, we're talking about a mortgage and then some. And the shipping is not cheap. The shipping, it costs this guy to ship to me costs like 2 quarter scale statues, depending on where you get them. And it depends if you want to spend money on the, you know, because it comes in 2 boxes. There's nothing you can do. If you want the best, you gotta pay. And I would highly recommend this. This thing will never leave my collection. Okay, let's just say it comes up to, you know, 10,000 in some warp future where you know, people actually spend $10,000 on it. I'm not getting rid of it. Money's nice, but money comes and goes. Something like this. You know, like, not to go off philosophical on you guys, but you know, sometimes things are worth more than whatever the monetary values that people put on it. So no, I would not sell this for even $10,000. It's not worth anything like that. But anyway, go do the price search, and then come back and hit me up with the comments. Expensive, well worth the money. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and then I'll try to put something unique together. I know I've been away for a while, but just stay tuned. I'll do something else. I got a lot of things going on, and it'll be, you know, not just statues. So I want to try to entertain you guys with other things. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and this is the money shot right here. Go out, get it, run, don't walk. Oh, and one thing, they are actually putting this out in batches, making sure everything's well done. Well, you know, except for that thing. But other than that, I don't think people will notice it. I'm surprised this thing's on pretty sturdy, so that's good. Okay, so again, for the umpteenth time, I'm beating a dead horse. Get it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. Get it, and you will not be disappointed. And this thing is huge and heavy. So, you know, put it in the middle of your room display. It's a centerpiece for many years to come. All right, so I'm going to stop rambling. I know it's taken, you know, over an hour of your time, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.